Everybody's looking for something, but some of them want to use you. We're going. Some of them want to be abused. Some of them want to use you. Some of them want to be abused.
All right, that'll be good. You guys have to jump in too. Yeah, you ready?
Yeah. That'll be a bad noise. Nobody wants that.
We've got all that.
How old's that one, Brook?
I don't know. Older than me.
We just
Is
made
it
it up.
19th century?
Yeah, exactly. Oh, that sounds like a banger for the future. I can see that being a big hit. Hello, lovely people. It's Wednesday, and here we are again. And that tinkling. What camera? Oh, thank you, camera. Camera A, camera B, 1, 2, whatever. And
Oh God, I didn't realise that was on. We started.
We're already started.
Are we started?
We started as soon as we sang. That was it. We started. That was yes. That's our intro. So here it's Wednesday, and as is its wonderful organicness of Our Town Has Plenty. Here we are, Mike.
Yeah.
So who are we?
We're Patsy
Thank you, Mike
and Rack.
and Rack. You need to swivel that round. Are you waving? Nobody can see you. That's it. Yay! So we're a homegrown, organic pop-up podcast. If you haven't seen us before. And we feature on all the beautiful things. We're the good news podcast, aren't we?
Good news. There's
Definitely.
enough bad news out there.
I love the way you say that.
Mhm.
That's really true. Really, really true. So yeah. So this has been a percolating idea last year. Next year, I want to get the Morrises on the stage. And I didn't know how it's going to happen, but it was one of those moments where I said, no, I really want to get the Morrises on the stage. And I am absolutely thrilled to bits.
So don't, bear with us with the errant bell, the ringing, or a fake sword fight. Or
Oh
something.
yeah, they'll break out into something. Yeah, Sean will bonk somebody over the head in any minute now. So where are we?
The Jenny Lind, the legendary Jenny Lind, the home of live music in the old town in Hastings.
Yeah.
Really glad to be here. Thank you for having us. Thank you.
You're amazing. So we have Simon and Sarah, who are our hosts. Yeah, thank you so much. Because I did come in and kind of, I think that was on another bank holiday. I walked in and went, would you, and they went, yeah, sure.
It's convenient because they've been doing media training for the last 3 years, and this is the first one, right?
Yeah.
First.
Can you tell?
No, bless you. Thank you so much. So not only do we have Simon and Sarah from the Jenny Lind, I'm looking down there for a camera. That's because you're
Rack floating around.
It's
Pull it
'cause you're
together,
floating.
Patsy.
I'm
Rein
sorry.
it in.
I'm sorry.
Rein it in.
This is totally homegrown, isn't it? So not only do we have Simon and Sarah, but we also have a host, a bevy of.
What do you call it? What's the plural of Morris dancers?
A jingle.
A jingle?
I just made that up.
A jingle of Morris dancers. I like it.
That's what it's going to be called, Jingle of Morris.
Coin that.
Oh, you heard it here first. Thank you, Sean. So, would you like to introduce yourselves, and then we'll go back and we'll chat to the host, and then we'll come back to you, bevy of wonderfulness. So, who do we have? We've got to talk about you, of course.
Oh, bloody hell.
Oh,
What, first?
well, Keith, you're Keith, aren't you?
Yes.
Keith Leech.
I'm Keith Leech.
And you're representing. Who are you representing today?
I don't know who I'm represent. Start again. At the moment, I'm dressed as the musician for Hannah's Cat,
Nice.
but I also dance with RX. And I was thinking back. I've been in RX almost since they started 40 years ago.
Wow.
And I myself have been dancing for 54 years.
50 dear.
54.
There's
And
4 years you don't know
50
about.
years.
of RX.
Is it 50 years of
50
RX?
years of
Bloody
RX.
hell, I can't even do my
40,
maths.
42.
Can't even do
Jack
my
and
maths. I myself have been dancing for 54 years. And I was thinking, when I started dancing, there was no such thing as a female Morris dancer. It's that long ago. How's that?
Thank goodness.
Grovely.
Except Grovely. Yeah. That's the
Grovely.
the Wishford faggot dance. A dance done exclusively by women
yes.
for a very long time. Hundreds of years.
Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of
I
years.
love this. I love this. So this is Keith. That's a very long introduction. Really. So you're
Right.
representing
RX.
RX and Hannah's
and
cat.
Hannah's cat.
As am I.
As are you.
Yes, I'm Heather.
Heather
why
was
she's wearing
confused,
two-
so she's put them all on.
Yes.
Two
today.
kits.
Yes, it's in the back of that one and come at the front of that one.
Fantastic.
Yes.
So one of the oldest.
Is Hannah's cat one of yours?
No, not you, darling. No, the side. The side. The side. Stop it.
It's all
Well,
true.
shall I say the most established?
I only realised yesterday that this will be my 40th year of Jack in the Green. I didn't do the first 2 years, and then suddenly thinking, oh, blooming heck, yes, I am one of the oldest.
One of the originals, the OGs.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a bit,
Yeah.
bit painful. So there you
No,
go. Yes.
no,
So
it's fantastic.
yes, I was member of old RX donkeys years ago, and then have recently come back to it.
Old RX.
Yes.
The other names.
The name that can't be mentioned.
Yes.
Yeah, I did.
Yes.
Look, and moving along, we have Sian.
Hello, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
Sian, yeah. I've been dancing quite a long time too, not quite as long as you two, but
Enough with that. We've established that.
so I actually joined a side called Daisy Roots Morris years ago, in which Heather was dancing and
Yeah.
Keith sometimes played for, and we wore rags, which meant we looked a bit like a border side. Border sides wear rags and have sticks, but we also were actually a Cotswold side, which is more like RX. So it was kind of strange, but I loved it. It was absolutely great, and that's where I learned all my loads and loads of different Cotswold traditions and loved it. Now I'm dancing with Ruxleys, and I'm here representing Ruxleys today, and they've been going about 7 years, and I've been with them probably about 3 or 4 years now. And they have a what I'd call a pirate core vibe, you
hence
might,
the hat.
might guess.
Yeah.
And and we love it. And it's border side, and they make up a lot of their dances. They're very creative, and it's quite fun. I also have a little sort of one evening a week where I'm dancing with another side too. But I might
Yes.
mention that in a minute.
Because you put yourself about, Sian,
I
don't you?
do.
And you're also, respectfully, you're also a rattlebagger, aren't you?
I am, yes, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm going to have lots of 3 different outfits, kits, or
Ready.
costume to change
Yeah.
into over the weekend.
Yeah, I love what you do. I love the sound of rattlebag. They're amazing.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So behind what we would consider a really traditional kit,
Yeah.
is that right?
So yeah, I'm Rhys from Hastings RX. I'm wearing a traditional Cotswold kit, which is traditionally all white and baldricks. I've been dancing for 20 years. So this is Cotswold kit. I've been dancing for 20 years, although I have danced with different other sides, borders dancers, which are the Redcoats, Morning teams. Used to dance with a team in Kent from Seven Champs. Danced rapper dancing, which is the sword dancing, which hopefully a few dance teams over the weekend will be doing. So we've got a few rapper teams over the weekend doing sword dancing. With 2 other sides as well, but predominantly I'm here to represent Hastings RX.
Yeah.
But I'm performed in America and on Royal Albert Hall for Morris dancing
Wow.
as well. So what I do running as well, but hence the medal here. I predominantly love-
Everybody.
My first love is Morris dancing. I've been dancing since I was 12 and running since I was 18. So this is my first and major hobby, and which I love it. So,
And you've been
Rhys.
teaching a lot of youngsters recently.
yeah, I've been teaching. I've been going into schools and scout groups and guard groups the last 2 or 3 weeks, teaching them loads of dancing as well, and Morris dancing and Katie dancing as well.
Nice.
You're so good at this.
And you ran the London Marathon
ran the London
in your kit with your bells.
Yes.
Can you imagine
Oh, God.
running alongside him for
Shing,
26
shing,
miles?
shing.
Yeah.
My bells were ringing yesterday, but yeah, did the London Marathon in just under 2 hours 45 minutes. In
Well,
Wow.
Yeah.
fantastic. What a feat. Wow, you make me hot just sitting here. Wow, that's amazing.
Easy, Patsy.
I know, women of a certain age. So then we've got the penultimate in age, Reader's Dream. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, Reader's
She's
Dream.
talking about the side, right?
The side, yeah.
The side,
The
yeah.
side.
We came, I don't know where we came, but we started 5 years ago, 4 years I think.
Reader's Dream.
Fifth dancing out season.
Yeah.
Okay.
Amy and Kate.
I'm here with Kate, aka Dolly, the
Dolly.
Selkie,
Oh.
made by Beth.
Dolly today.
Beth from Ruxley's made that, so I need to credit her for
Wow.
that. But yeah, I started Reader's Dream Morris project. Don't ask me why I started it. I just started it.
Yeah.
And I got told off because I was like, too many Morris sides in Hastings. I'm like, I'm starting it anyway.
Yeah.
See what happens. What's the worst can happen? Get a few people dancing together.
Are there too many?
No,
No.
we need more.
There's more.
No, we need. I think we need a youth side, but you know, that's hard work. I think.
What we
'cause
do
it's
need
safeguarding.
There's more blokes dancing these days.
Yes, we need.
Because
to,
there
not
are
everyone.
very
We
few
need
of them
everyone.
now, which is a real shame.
I thought it was because it was predominantly men, wasn't it?
It was, yeah. Well, I say, when I started, it was nothing but.
Yeah.
That's another story.
Yeah.
But we could really do with a few blokes.
Yeah.
Honestly,
We're putting
it's
it
good,
out
isn't
there.
it?
We're putting it.
Yeah.
We're putting it out there. More men.
Let's get
Let's
lots
have
of
more
people
men.
involved. Get-
Yeah.
That's why I joined Morris dancing, just to bring a bit more masculinity.
And the newest, the baby of the group, the new fledglings are Molly's Winklers. Is that right?
The Molly Winklers.
The Molly Winklers. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
The Molly.
It's not Molly's Winklers.
No, you're quite right.
That's a
That's a whole
totally,
nother-
that's a
it's
website we don't want to.
Let's not go on that one.
Yeah, that's it.
The Molly Winklers.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we've been dancing about 8 months. Yeah, we are in Morris terms babies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We, and we're just feeling our way, and you know we're very vulnerable. We're kind of like looking around in the Morris world and finding what we love and what is bringing us lots of joy, and it's just growing and growing, isn't it?
Yeah, it's great. I turned up at the Stables Theatre was it September?
Yeah.
Literally just after bumping into Ellie Westbrook.
Yes.
Here at the Jenny Lynn,
Ellie
in
Westbrook.
that corner,
Yes,
is there, Ellie Westbrook
Yes.
Opera.
Yeah.
And she sat there, we had a chat, and then just before she left, she was like, oh, I'm doing this thing, Morris dancing thing, me and a friend, Bev, are going to try and have a go at putting some modern music with Morris dancing. And I was like, oh, great, okay. Slipped along, thought it was a nice thing to do on a Sunday evening, and then now I'm here with bells on.
Yeah.
Love it, it's great.
Proper hooked.
Is that
Yeah.
where
We're all
the
hooked.
expression with bells on comes from?
Well, this is a good question.
Oh, that's good, yeah, I wonder.
Ooh, everyone's just gone along.
Yeah.
I like a showstopper question.
We also were really interested in kind of looking at lots of different types of Morris, which is why we're called the Molly Winklers. So we follow a tradition called Molly. And so there's lots of different traditions, and we felt that this was most
Suited our
represent.
group.
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely. Yeah.
That's great.
And
Nice.
you don't need any
Should we just stay with that?
Don't need anything.
It's
It's
pretty much-
just
staccato arms and legs.
Yes.
No, I'm going to come back to Simon.
Really
I'm going to come back to Simon. So we're going to come back to you guys because we're going to ask you more questions about why you do it and what you do it for and all the other questions. But I'm going to come back to the host because, the Jenny. The Jenny. Yeah, you sit there so quietly and meekly. But it's to
You're
me.
gonna have to work on Simon.
So the Jenny to me means a really, really good night out, a really good beer.
Mm.
Well, I think if there are 2 things that I love most about the Jenny, no,
Yeah.
3 things, starting with the staff.
Yeah.
4 things, staff, the girls, 5 things. Hang on.
Slow down.
No, I guess we're known primarily, I'd say, beer and music.
Mm.
Those 2 things.
Mm.
We don't do food, obviously. So yeah, those are our 2 biggest strengths in terms of what we offer.
You keep a good cellar,
Yeah.
as we
Yeah.
call it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's very much a team effort, but yes,
Yeah.
we're quite proud of that.
I guess it probably results in sampling a lot of the beer.
Well, that's an unfortunate necessity. Yeah.
Thank you for doing that for us.
Hazards of the job.
That's a hazard of the job. Actually, you say that sometimes it's not. You don't want to do it on a Friday morning line clean. You know.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
I've got to do this.
Oh God.
Yeah. But usually it's pleasant.
Nice one. So what does it mean to you to be a publican?
Well, we're not publicans. We manage. So
What does it mean to be a manager?
Well, we've been here, both of us, a long time. So for us, well, for me, it's meant different things over the years. But over the last few years, especially since COVID, it's trying to kind of navigate towards an identity for the place, and we feel that we've been doing that. Before COVID, it was just so many kind of changes. It was hard to, even though that we were here, it didn't really feel like it had an identity in the way it does now.
Yeah.
And that's been very much again a team effort and music's been a key focus here. So
Yeah.
really lucky having people on our team who've been able to make the music system work in such a way that we've
Good
been.
sound in here.
A lot of people tell us that.
Yeah.
So being able to bring in bands from out of town and from overseas a lot more has been a key thing for us.
It's a good port of call for that sort of thing, isn't it? For an unknown act to come and do, and a relatively unsupported tour.
Yeah.
They need rooms like this where they don't have to be fully responsible for filling the room, where you guys do a lot of that work for them with your reputation.
That's it. And it's really helpful having the hotel rooms above.
That's it.
So midweek gigs, so might be a band on tour. We couldn't afford to host them on a weekend, and they're on a ticketed tour. We don't do tickets, but they might just want to fill in and a place to stay. So rooms are free, and what we can afford to pay.
Yeah.
And it works quite nicely.
Yeah.
Wow. Because people forget that it's a. What would it be called? An inn?
An inn.
Yeah.
An inn.
We can't call it B&B because it's just bed, no breakfast.
Yeah. No.
Bed, no
Accommodation
breakfast.
only at the
So
moment.
it's an old-fashioned inn, isn't it?
Yeah.
Not something you
Basically.
see very often.
That is it. Yeah, that's how we like to think of it. Really.
So if people want to come and stay in the old town, can they come and stay with you?
There you can.
They can.
Yeah.
Oh. So what about you, Sarah? I mean, how do you feel about this place calling it home?
I mean, it's been shy on what, 20?
I guess I'll think about that. What do we think?
years, some
Yeah.
years we've been here, and it has become, well, it is home. You know, do you feel like you're sort of here all the time anyway? But it really became a passion somewhat shortly in that journey, to be honest, of what she brings to Hastings.
Oh.
She loves it. Yeah.
I do, yeah, sorry.
No, she is a she. She's definitely. Well, she's Jenny, isn't she?
She's Jenny, yeah.
She's the Jenny.
And, you know, it's been actually quite an honour and a pride to help build upon her reputation and what she's able to bring to the community, you know, build on that culture and that this kind of culture and just embracing it all, inclusivity.
It's the beating
By
heart of the old
music.
town. Yeah, great.
It's good to just
Yeah,
be a
it's
part of it
true.
all.
You helped us out when we needed an emergency practice space. Thank you. Community groups for free. I don't
Yeah.
know,
That is
advertise
another thing. Having the room upstairs is a lovely thing. Having that, being able to help out with.
We love your room
universal-
upstairs. I mean,
Cozy.
Juliet Russell.
Russell,
Yeah.
Vocal
I mean, we're
Explosion.
part Vocal Explosion, and we're up there on a Thursday, and we sing our hearts out up there until the shanty singers arrive. There's a whole, all you can hear Alan Griffith over everybody else,
Yeah.
and it is, and here we go. Oh, here they come. So we need to finish now because the noisy crew are downstairs.
Yeah.
But what a fantastic bunch of people you've got coming in for that now.
For the shanties, yes,
Yeah, on a
that's
Thursday.
built over time, and yeah, it's the way people get involved in it is different to now, I think, than it was before, prior COVID. Somehow there's an enthusiasm
Yeah.
and the mixed groups
Yeah.
as well.
Oh
you know,
yeah,
it's-
the
it's-
age is
the
it goes
range
right
is-
across the spectrum. I see that because there's been times when we've come through and it's been like, yeah, it's quite a respectable turnout. And then there's times you can't get through the door.
There's
So you-
no predicting any of that. It is up
really
and down in
organic.
such a way that it's you say, well, okay, well that's good. Oh my God, what happened there? And then,
It's fantastic. It's just amazing.
Do love
So
it.
I'm aware we're in a working pub, and there's things happening and people going to be delivering and all that sort of stuff. So what is it? I'll ask you one more question. What does it feel like to be part of Hastings?
well, this is it. It's we wouldn't be here if we didn't love the town. And we've talked about this. I could say this a lot, and it's a term I keep on using, and I think it's become a cliche. But I think Hastings as a town, musically, culturally, sort of punches above its weight, given its size. There's so much going on.
Yeah.
And how can you not love that? You know? It's-
Must have the record number of Morris dancers per head of population.
One thing I live for is every now and again somebody manages to book a room here when there's something going on, Jack in the Green, not knowing it's going on. And the look on their faces like,
What's happening
Walking
here?
downstairs to Pirate Day, I would imagine. Why? Why are all these grown-ups dressed up like pirates?
well,
Beautifully.
people ask and we just go, I don't know what you mean.
Yeah, that was always
This is just
This is an average
Monday.
Monday.
I've got a question. Can I?
Yeah, go.
So, this may seem like a weird question, but for the next 2 months, what's happening here every third Tuesday?
Well, there's this
Shameful plug.
this chap we were talking to had this idea, and we thought, you know what? So every third Tuesday, Southern Sounds
Yeah, Southern Sessions.
sessions. I'm sorry,
It's all right. Flush it down.
with a chap who's right here.
I'm doing the show here.
You did your first
Bit of
one,
a plug. Yeah, it was good.
and that was
Yeah.
a cracking.
It was
Yeah,
fun.
that
Yeah,
was
yeah.
really, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really,
We're
really.
really looking forward to these, and I mean, I think if you're a band, either coming through or in Hastings, the Jenny provides a really good, a great opportunity to kind of take that next step, to interact with the audience, to take what you've been working on privately and share it, and you get real feedback. If you're off, they let you know,
Yeah, they did.
and if you're on. They let you know that as well, and the beer helps it all go down.
Yeah.
So have you got? I notice you do put on. Do you have a beer festival of some sort, or?
We don't do our own beer festivals simply because we've got no space to put racking.
Yeah.
That's a key thing, really.
Yeah.
But we get involved in things like the Hastings Tap Takeover.
Oh, the tap takeover. Yeah. So when is that?
So that is
It's just gone, isn't it?
that'll be in October. Well, the guys at Elan Bear were the co-organisers. They started it with the Jolly Fishman people. Of course, they're leaving Elan Bear people.
Yeah.
But I think it's now been passed on, so it is going to happen again
Nice.
in October. As far as I
Excellent.
understand it.
Great stuff.
But that's a great event. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's if you like your beer, then yeah.
Get on down.
You've got a good range of beers anyway.
This is why it's kind of tricky to have
Yeah.
a festival.
Yeah, I mean, every time
It's
I come
always
in,
a
there's
festival.
something different, you know, so I can't complain.
Oh, well,
You want to
stout.
play that? Because we do kind of tail off on that with our stout out. It's sort of
Yeah,
A
our
stout out.
yeah.
dark beer
Oh.
festival, and also in
And that's
October.
our dark beer festival. So we kind of do.
So you do one.
Do you have a
Yes.
dark beer festival?
Because I'm looking at Rack because Rack's a stout man,
Mm.
not
Oh.
of stature.
And my
I'm
taste.
clarifying. He loves a dark ale.
Oh,
Don't
Love
you?
a dark ale
Well-
too. Chat later.
We're quite lucky in having we have quite a following for people that like dark beers, porters, and stouts, so we can keep you going all year, which is a bit difficult for some places because it's one of those beers that over summer may not sell well, but we're lucky enough that we have enough people to keep you going always.
Yeah.
So we always have a porter and a stout.
Yeah.
But
Smoky
yeah,
beer.
October, the end of October, stouts out, just dark beers on Kent and Castle.
It's autumnal, isn't it? Although Rack will drink stout all through the year. He doesn't worry about what time of the year it is, do you, darling? No.
It's good for your blood.
Yes, apparently. Yeah. Pregnant women always used to drink stout, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Full of iron.
Full of Guinness, yeah.
That's right.
Do you have a favourite beer? Do you like
Barley
cask
wine.
stout or keg? Or
I actually drink a lot of Guinness.
Okay.
Strong.
Yeah.
Like you, darling. Yes.
Strong and dark.
Yes. Intense, I think we'll call it. Yeah, no, this is really good. So is there anything else that you'd like to mention about your glorious, beautiful female that is the Jenny Lind?
before we move on to the Morris?
Well, I mean, I think there's also the weekend coming up, I suppose we should talk about, shouldn't we? Musically as well, because obviously we know what's happening this weekend.
Yeah.
The motorbikes.
Oh yeah, I know there's something happening.
That is also another thing I love, is that those two worlds of
And they
colliding.
but they really don't collide, do they? So,
No, it's
so
like separation.
thousands and thousands of bikers descend on the bank holiday Monday, don't they? But it's like if somebody finds themselves in a biking outfit and a buffalo leathers or whatever, up on the West Hill, you tend to say, "Are you lost?" You know, because they're in a completely different world. Because it's like oil and water. They don't. There's no clash or anything.
Now there's
It
also
just-
a mutual respect because you recognise this is just another bunch of nutters in a different kind of costume, you know. And same kind of people, really. In fact, a lot of Morris dancers are bikers and vice versa. So you know.
Absolutely.
We used to, in the old days, when we used to go to Fallets Hall, and they would all fit on Pelham Place car park.
Yeah,
we
that's
used
a
to,
good
we
day.
used to dance past them on the path on the beach, and we could be looking, gosh, look at all those people there. Look at them all dressed up, and they're on their bikes going, look at all those people dancing past us. And we'd literally just, you know, and then off we'd go and they'd do their...
Do you remember the road closure where they'd stop the traffic? All the bikes would be there, all revving up and wailing at us as we went over the road.
It used to be that the police used to get really, oh dear, we've got bikers and we've got, oh, it's all going to be, and I was going, no, honestly, we get on well. It'll be fine. I promise. They're all nice people.
Yeah, everybody is.
Yeah.
And it doesn't clash. It doesn't become a thing that the police might worry about.
They've been doing it for years, isn't it? Longer as well than the Jack in the Green.
Yeah, this is true.
Wow. Oh, dunno.
Contentious.
There were motorbikes in 1850.
Brilliant.
Really funny.
Can I just say
Darling, go.
that with one's community hat on, that actually the Jenny Lind has been absolutely brilliant. I want to absolutely support what Amy said. The amount of times that we, like Boxing Day,
Yeah.
you know, can we
That
just
was
while we're
mad.
doing Spronkers as bonfire, could we also bring all the Morris World in out the cold as well? Okay. And we're going to try and fit them in the back room. And things like years ago used to, when it wasn't online, used to collect the Carnival Day applications and things like that for us. And obviously when we have the sea boot race and the whatnot, things on Old Town Carnival Week here. So yes, you really are in the part of the community, and it's really, really appreciated.
There we go.
Yeah, brilliant.
Yeah.
It really is. I mean, I know that this weekend, if it won't, because it doesn't, never, there's no such thing as the R word over Jack in the Green. But if it did come down really hard, we know there's somewhere we'll just turn up and dance and it's not going to be a problem.
Yeah, exactly.
Provided you haven't got a band on.
Yeah.
No point in having a band on a Monday. No band who wants to do that here.
No, because all the bands want to be out playing, don't they? You know,
I
playing
think the
out.
pub's being recognised nationally as well, though, isn't it? It's like a streamer or this person who goes around nationally to look at all the pubs, and didn't Jenny win the first
Oh, the
favourite
Great
pub
British
in
Pub
February?
Crawl.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So
We did win that month, yeah.
we won February.
We're in the running for the annual.
Yeah.
Well deserved. Well deserved.
How can we help with that? Can we vote or something?
I don't know how the voting works, but if you don't navigate to the Great British Pub Crawl on Instagram and Facebook, you'll find out. Wasn't it? Yeah.
Got to do it, mate. Got to do it. I love this pub so much. I love the people. They're just absolutely smashing.
Well, it's only as good as the community, really, and the
I
staff.
think it's a. I think
Symbiotic.
don't.
Teamwork.
Yeah, I was going to say that. It is a team effort. It's definitely, you get a lovely warm welcome. The staff are fantastic. The beers are exceptional. The atmosphere is always warm and friendly. So thank you for doing that. Because pubs, I'm a publican's daughter. I understand it from a very, hands-on experience. You don't just open the doors and they will come flying in. You have to work very, very hard at that.
It is work, yeah.
And when everyone else is just coming in and going, I have booked off, you are booking on. And that's what we appreciate, really,
thank you.
as publicans. So thank you both so much.
High
Thank
five.
you for bringing the Jenny.
We love it. All hail the Jenny. Yeah, fantastic.
That's not a porter.
So that is not. No, it is not a dark beer. So
I can get the line going if you want one.
oh, you can hear this groaning. So we got Toby Barelli's going to be coming on in a bit to sing and play. So did that approve? Did you approve of that? Like, yeah.
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 What time is it now? 10 o'clock in the morning?
Yeah. Plenty.
It's beer o'clock.
Is it beer o'clock already?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's all right.
you're
What?
so
Safe
bad.
now.
So we're the start of a very, very big weekend, guys, aren't we?
Mm-hmm.
And you guys are all going to be. Have you got comfy shoes? Can I just ask for the weekend?
Yeah.
Not very well. I've got to be like trainers.
Trainers.
Yeah.
Trainers, because they're bouncy, aren't they?
Yeah.
Because you are bouncing all the way through, and coordinating and remembering your dance,
Yeah.
and keeping each other buoyant. I have stood out there in absolutely pouring rain on a Jack in the Green before, but still,
Doesn't. I told you that. It doesn't.
No, you're quite right. It doesn't. No, it never does.
No, that's imagination.
Back in the days when it was black and
Watered
white.
the greenery.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But it's the best time ever, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
So what is it? So I'll ask you the question: what made you? Brook answered it beautifully. But what made you become a Morris? What drew you to Morris? What was it?
I bet everybody's got a different story.
We have to go round, won't we?
Yeah.
What's your, how did you
Let's
get
start this end this time, shall
Okay. It was 2012.
Yeah.
I was in Brighton, lived in Brighton then, and I'd just been for a swim, totally unaware it was Brighton Day of Dance. Didn't know these things happened in my city, and I just looked and I just saw a throng of Morris dancers in front of me. What is happening here, and how can I get involved? So I went to speak to somebody who had like face paint smeared all over their face and a tatter coat. Like, how do I do that?
Yeah.
I want to get involved, and they ran off. I don't know where this person was from. Had a tatter coat, Borderside probably, and they came back with a leaflet for Cuckoo's Nest Morris,
All right.
and it was a side they're coming up for their 50th anniversary, and I never looked back.
Yeah.
Mm.
Wow.
It's changed my life.
Yeah.
I've made friends for life. We've laughed together, cried together, gone on holiday. Morris holidays. A couple of years ago I went to Sweden and we danced with an English Morriside in Sweden called Eken Morris.
That's hilarious.
It is hilarious.
Yeah. Wow.
And they looked after us so well.
Yeah.
So that's it. I'm just so excited about you need to stop me.
But it's like an international language, though, isn't it, Amy?
Yeah.
It is something when people dance and they sing, and
Yeah.
what I love about Morris is it's so joyous.
Yeah.
It is so joyous. I've never seen a grumpy. Morris
You know me too well.
Yeah, I know, but seriously, that stern exterior is not really hiding your
I know
joy.
we mustn't talk for too long, but when you say grumpy Morris side, I had an experience once where, we're saying that women on all genders, we all need to be involved.
Yeah.
Okay. And there's a few sides left now that are just men only. And when I saw them dancing and I saw the granddaughter playing an instrument, I thought, she needs to join that side. They're going to all finish.
Yeah, sure.
And so I started heckling and said, hiya, when they did their capers. And they were grumpy. Anyway, that's enough for me.
Morris heckling.
She's a heckler.
Yeah.
Sorry, can't help it.
So that's why you made your own side here, yeah?
Well, there's lots of reasons. I won't go into all the reasons, but I just wanted to do a little project, a bit like you, and see how it went.
Start a community
You
project.
can always
love.
stop if it doesn't work, but it seems to be.
It's Hastings. It's a Hastings way, though, isn't it? Start a community project, whatever the project happens to be. It doesn't have to be Morris, but this is definitely very, very addictive. But but now when you see the procession on there, I was typing it. Actually, I typed the whole thing out longhand yesterday. No, not longhand. I typed it. Here we go. Look. So I'm looking at all the different reasons why there's Morris and there's dancing and there's Kaylee and there's Rattlebag and there's stuff going on from Friday all the way through Monday. It's insane. But
Let alone all the stuff you don't know.
Yes.
all the stuff, of course, this is just the stuff that's published. But then you'll walk into a pub and there'll be another thing that you didn't really realise was actually happening. But
lots of things for children happening.
Yes,
hairdresses,
release,
dancing,
New
workshops.
events this year.
Yeah.
Giants.
Giants.
Giants are really exciting.
In terms of like joining, I was just about to say, just bouncing off of Amy, and like community projects, I feel like for me, I've been doing putting so much effort into theatre, performance, music, and kind of being a leader of something or a front man of something for so long, which is really magical in its own way. But to find a community that is theatrical with it's theatrical, it's expressive, it's musical, it's all of these things, but you are there as one team.
Absolutely.
And that's quite rare
An
outside of
ensemble.
sport. I'm not really a sports
it's
person,
team.
but it's a team sport for
Yeah,
theatrical
I think
dancers.
you're right, yeah.
And that was so nice to find that with Bev.
Yeah.
And just sort of stumble and be like, oh, this is a perfect way for me to still be expressive without draining myself and like exhausting myself.
Yeah.
And it's just been like
running it.
And running it and doing costumes and and obviously Bev, you do so much organising, as do all of the like people that run a team.
Yeah.
There's so much involvement going on, but the community spirit is kind of it's really, I haven't experienced that because I'm not a sportsman, and so to experience, I'm like, oh, this is what it feels like to be a football team or blah, 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 like that's what I'm loving, but I still get to prance around and have bells on.
It's like it's like being in a choir. You're part of something which is without you would not sound the same. It wouldn't look the same, and it's really being in the ensemble, because a lot of people want, oh, I'm a soloist, and you go, that's great, but actually to be supported in that way by everybody.
Something bigger.
Absolutely.
But also, what I find really fascinating about it, what I've really learned from doing it, is that it's the side is about every single person in it. So it's about them collectively, but it's also about every single person as an individual.
Yes.
So when you start to see that happen, especially in the side that we've been doing, it is only the sum of its parts. So it becomes this thing. I've watched it grow. I didn't know what it was going to be when I first started doing it, and I really just wanted to leave that open. So we could have ended up being Cotswolds, we could have ended up being Moore, we could have ended up being Border. We didn't know. It could have been men and women mixed. It could have been whatever it was. And I think that's been the most fascinating thing for me, is just watching that grow. And then when you look at things in terms of Jack in the Green, it's the exact same thing, but on a massive scale. Just all these incredible different individuals and groups all coming together on that weekend and just showing who they are, and and how important they are as a part of our community.
These events are so important that way. Bringing, like, there's like a new community idea born every day in Hastings, and that's part of this amazing creative energy here. And things like Jack in the Green, other free festivals like that. The Pirate, sort of unofficially, slightly organized but kind of feral events.
We work all year to make it look unorganised.
It's such an important part of our community's dynamic, I think.
It is. It's got a wildness to it, which is really tangible.
I was thinking it's the inclusivity as well. I mean, in another community, somewhere else, I'd be some old fart being pushed around in a bath chair. No, you're too old for this now these days. Leave it to the young blokes and that sort of thing. No, absolutely not. I mean, never have I felt ever doing the Morris that your age mattered at all, or your gender or anything. It's always been, other than those days when we didn't have women, but that's a long time ago. But
Grovely.
that's a long time ago.
Even older than you did.
But so that inclusivity is really quite important. It's also a very Hastings thing.
It is.
Something I've really noticed, just from obviously sort of forming this side recently as well is just, it's a really amazing way to get people to get, we've got such a lovely mix of people in the group who and we've literally, you know, I was born here and I just like love this town so much, and you know, I've got sort of ridiculous ancestry just going back hundreds of years. But then, you know, we've got someone in the group that literally moved down about 2 months ago has never experienced Jack in the Green and is about to dance in it. You know, it's like we've got this beautiful blend of, you know, we've got more people moving here, and we've got people who've moved, you know, 40, 50 years ago, and people who've been here forever. You know, it's like, how do we bring that community together? How do we all just come together and just celebrate each other for exactly who we are?
Yeah. That's what I was going to say. Funny enough, from the other direction, and that is because Jack in the Green, Hastings Traditional Jack in the Green promotes English customs. That's what we're about doing. You go to that's led us into going around looking at other customs, and all those customs that are grounded in the community automatically have. Granddad and Granny did that, therefore he did that, therefore we did that. How many generations in your family? How many generations in our family?
3
How many
generations of
in
Morris
your family?
dancers.
What's Jill going to be doing? You know, that's what makes those things.
Yeah.
Is those, it's always intergenerational. They've always got that past, and if you come into that community, then that's what what they do. And that's you know, I'm just.
I think one of the interesting things about that is that, I mean, I haven't got a folky heritage at all. I haven't got a legacy of that behind me.
But you've created it
whatsoever. So when I first started, I was very aware that there's this. Sometimes it feels like you can't do it because your parents didn't do it, your grandparents did it. Sometimes I've felt in the past, I've had experience where women weren't allowed to Morris dance with certain sides, and being approached by people like that saying, no, you can't do it because you're a woman. All those things were just like very strange. So it's interesting that Morris sides actually are welcoming people. They have a recruitment issue a lot of the time.
Especially
they
men.
will want more people to join. And there's been times they will all ebb and flow. You will have peaks when there'll be, like at the moment, we've got loads of people in our two sides, and then there'll be times when they're all busy, they're having children, whatever, it all wanes. Then it comes back again, but there's often a cycle of fear, especially from people who've got families who are going like, no, we've done this for generations. It can't stop.
But they can live together.
Yeah.
And that's what Hastings really shows us. So you've got your traditional, and then you've got your new, and then and things can be really progressive because you dance to traditional music. Do you not?
If anybody out there wants to become a Morris musician,
there's a real shortage of those.
A Morris, sorry, what?
Morris
Musician. Yeah.
I think Alan is a musician for
Poor Alan.
most majority of the sides.
I've only got 2.
Last week he was when we did the fundraiser for Jack and the Green. There were 3 dance sides performing, and Alan was playing for every single dance side.
What do you play?
He plays the melodeon, which is the squeeze box.
Yeah, the squeeze box, because
So
that's
going
big here,
on
isn't it?
following from Sean's ebb and flow, like Keith often says about we have a lack of men in the RX side. Well, 5-6 years ago, the men were doing really well, and the women. So we're a joint side. We have a women's side and a men's side as one, and women weren't doing too well. Now we've got 8 men,
Gone the other way
20 women at the moment. So
The
it's
pendulum
actually
has
ebbs
swung,
and flows.
hasn't
it?
Yeah.
And it does.
The Morris community is fantastic. That's how I met my wife. I'm a first generation Morris dancer, so like Sean said, I often go to huge folk festivals around the country, and they're shocked about I'm a first generation Morris dancer because of how involved I am. I've been dancing for 20 years, yet I'm a first generation of my family who've danced. And me and my twin brother go around to different festivals. Unfortunately, Owen, my twin's not able to be here this week because his wife's just given birth. But he's in part of the committee.
Future
And
Morris.
he is in charge of the website, he's in charge of the social media.
Mike just said future Morris dancer.
We've got
Almost
I've
so.
got 2 daughters. I think we can get a whole set in RX under the age of 5
Oh,
of Morris
wow.
dancers. I formed another side just to perform around festivals because it's such a nice community. People ask me, why do you continue Morris dancing when you can focus on your running? Going, I love Morris dancing more than my running.
Yeah.
It's well, what do I do in my spare time? I
You
go
can
off
have
to
an
Morris
and,
festivals.
not an or, can't
Yeah,
you?
yes,
Absolutely.
and in my summer holidays, I don't rest. School is where I rest. I go to the school holidays. I go to 3 or 4 festivals.
Yeah.
My whole summer is going to Morris festivals because I enjoy it that much. It's a fantastic community to be part of. As a side I'm with in Oxford, and half the team are transgender. It's an inclusive community to be part of because they feel they wanted and needed to have that community to be a part of, and it's just a fantastic community. I moved back down from London teaching because I want Hastings to be where my family grew up.
Yeah.
It's such a lovely community to be in, Hastings and the Morris community.
I'm going to take. I'm sorry. I just need to take that segue because thank you for that, Rhys. So, when we move into what we consider progression in music and dance, and Hastings is very good for moving with the times and not being stuck in a place, which is why what you said, Keith, was so important. The fact that it's very inclusive. The whole thing's very inclusive. When now we have the Molly Winklers. Did I get that right this time?
You did.
Thank you. So your side, because you're not. These are traditional. These guys dance to very traditional music. What are you dancing to? Because it's really important. Because I've seen you practice. Go.
Yeah, well, no, I was going to say part of the thing that I was really interested in is that I might be totally wrong here, but I would imagine that Morris, hundreds of years ago would have been, or 150 years ago, whatever, would have been songs that everybody knew. It would have been part of the sort of folk, tradition that, if you rocked up in a village and you were singing a folk song and you were dancing to a folk song, people would know it. They would join in. Is that
It'd be like singing
So
Chapel
that's
Roan or
actually
like
when it was
Beyonce.
dying out, really.
Yeah.
right?
150 years ago.
Yeah.
I would say.
Yeah,
I'm
probably.
trying to think.
But they did used to. I mean, Jenny Lind is one of the tunes that we play.
Yeah.
Boo, 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 doo, boo.
And lots
that's
of polkas.
so when was that? That was sort of turn of the century, 20th century. That is, I think that's when it came about, wasn't it?
But I think I love the idea that this people getting involved. It's never about the dancers. It's about the whole community feel of what they're doing, and I love this idea that people may be able to connect with it more now if there were mashups.
Yeah.
So we are also using traditional Morris tunes, but we're mashing them up with tunes that people know from today that are UK bangers. So it's still celebrating the UK culture.
It is.
But we're mashing it up so people are getting to hear the original songs that would have been used and the tunes that would have been used, but also they can join in if they want to.
You
they
pay
can
homage
sing.
to one,
and
then you bring. So you're beautifully bringing those together as a blend.
And I wouldn't have absolutely no offence to traditional Morris dancing, but in my mind, I did it at primary school a couple of times, hopped around, but then I discovered musical theatre and Barbra Streisand. I was like, bye Morris. But I probably wouldn't, as an adult now, join the Morris side because of the music.
Yeah.
Because the music is so traditional, it doesn't light me up, and that's not disrespectful as a tradition.
No.
But
You haven't heard the right music.
Yeah, I know exactly. I found that right CD. But like coming along to something, I was like, oh, I know these songs, I can sing it, but I'm also joining in with something with a traditional folk, and it's really been a beautiful way of connecting with English culture, with the town, with a style of dancing that I wouldn't usually do. And then singing with people like a choir, and it's like we all feel so. And when we're performing out, we just did our first dance out. Everyone in the audience can sing along and feels part of it, whereas I didn't feel that with Open Morris dancing. But then it's inspired me now to start writing my own traditional songs about St Leonards, about Hastings. That I'm like, in 100 years, fingers crossed, maybe I'll type it up and pop it on the Jenny Lind wall. Sung again, and
So
it's
you have
recreating traditional music.
So you have found what we do because we dance to modern new folk tunes. We've got
a lot of the tunes we use are actually new.
Okay.
Recently written, they're just not pop songs.
Sure. Yes.
So you have found your way back.
Yeah, that's what it's been such a great cycle realising, and then just jumping on.
None of it's fossilised.
No, it's alive.
What's interesting as well is that different Morris traditions have a different music sort of culture with it as well.
Yeah,
So
different feel.
Cotswold has a very distinct feel that does sound very traditional, even if it's contemporary traditional tunes, you know. But the border lot, they with their sticks, with their tatters, rag coats, their music has often become very. They like doing kind of a hornpipey kind of stomp to it, but they often take pop song, contemporary song, and do that in a sort of hornpipey way. And they often have a whole band, whereas like in traditional Cotswold, you often have not more than 2 musicians, sometimes just one. Whereas border side, you have an absolute huge band with electric violins, guitars, bass, drum kit, all there, they're doing the music. So that attracts sometimes a different sort of person that wants to go.
That's what I love about this
like
whole.
every group is so different, aren't they? Like not just the traditions, but each group has its own vibe and its own culture, and like, you know, it's just a completely different energy. Like I did grow up in Hastings, and I did kind of grow up in that folky world because my dad is a musician, and I went to a lot of Cayleys when I was younger, and I was very much kind of part of that. But I never really thought about Morris dancing until I moved back to Hastings a couple of years ago after living away for a while. And I saw Reader's Dream, and I just kind of connected with the vibe of the group. And I can't even necessarily articulate what that was, but I really felt at home there. And you know, it is very inclusive in that it's like people don't have to even be good at dancing, like no shade to anyone in our group. But it's very, you know, you don't have to try out to join the group. It's like everyone's welcome if they're keen to do it.
Yeah.
Like anyone can come and join and we'll make it work, you know? Like we've got, you know, so many people with dyspraxia in our group, which is like questionable when you're using sticks.
No, the other
but like,
left.
we haven't had the injuries yet, you know.
Usually near a pub where you can get ice.
But this is it. This is the enthusiasm of Morris. And I think we are very contagious and infectious when we're enthusiastic about what's going on in the town. You can't not feel it, can you?
The thing I was going to, a little side thing, as harking up the Jehovah's Witness thing, but I never got involved with this would probably be my first proper actual Jack in the Green, even though I grew up here, because there's a Jehovah's Witness, which there still are lots around, or we saw this as so, Jehovah's Witnesses, see it as such a pagan, spiritistic event, and especially Morris dancing, we wouldn't do it, and I would never have done it, and I was a bit, but now I'm like, I kind of see why, because it is a cult, but it's like, it feels like a community, and I think lots of people, it's so nice, I'm like, I'm joining, I've been texting all my friends in Bristol and London, find a Morris dancing side, because it gives you something that kind of religion gave me as a child and as an adult, that lots of people maybe don't have outside of it, and it's not what I thought it was. It's a community.
It's community. It is community. And I wish people would read their history.
And purpose.
Because if they read their history, they'd find out that it's not pagan at all. It actually used to be the medieval church faiths. That's where it came from. Yes, weird.
What's so fantastical about it all, though, is that all of this showcases exactly the community and Hastings, because we are literally dripping with creative fuel that's coming from the core of Hastings, and there's just no shortage of, and it just all comes seeping out of everywhere. Morris dancing, the live music, all of the different festivals,
the overlap between everything.
And everything's just the blend is so beautiful.
The Venn diagram is pretty tight, isn't it? When you think how
At the center of that Venn diagram is beer.
Yes.
You are not wrong, my friend.
But it's growing and it's diversifying, not only locally but nationally. I mean, when I started, there was only the sword dances, Cotswold and the Northwest clog dances. There was no border, there was no Mori. They didn't exist. They were known about, but they were things that didn't happen anymore.
No.
And then John Kirkpatrick started researching the border dances and started a team called, how senile I am, Shropshire Bedlams.
Thanks, Rhys.
I told her about senile. Who started the border, and it's kind of exploded from there, and people have reinterpreted that. And then even later than that, the Seven Champions rediscovered the Molly dances.
And they came and did an amazing
And-
workshop. with
and
us.
that's
They were
exploded
so
from that.
supportive and brilliant.
So all these new things,
Now
all
you've
these
got
new
banger.
ideas,
Banger
and,
Morris.
and there's something else that's going to appear. We just don't know what it is yet. I mean, I must admit, I'm a dyed-in-the-wool traditionalist. This is the way it should be done. But that's because I'm ancient. But at the same time, it's celebrating how it's actually growing. But even then, I mean, England's very different, because when I travel around Europe and I look at their customs and so on and their dances, they're fossilised. This is the way it's done, and you cannot change it at all.
What a shame.
I don't think I know any Morris dance team over here that isn't playing with it in some way or the other. Hannah's can. They might look very traditional, but they write all their own dances.
I love that.
I got
And
excited.
music.
And music, yeah.
Wow.
I got
Which
excited.
Sean started, didn't you? Didn't you Sean
Oh
start?
no, I was part of we were part of the larger group,
Yeah.
but we were in Daisy Roots, and then
I got excited about this weekend about the rapper teams coming down. We don't often get rapper teams.
Yeah,
Too.
brilliant.
That is so
So
exciting.
what? So
What is
okay.
that?
So you're
Rapid dances.
mentioning lots of words.
So-
So that
It's
people.
like
So-
Morris is a
Yeah,
this, this is
rapid
this,
dances.
this is
I
this,
know.
Morris, Morris is
So
this.
it's not rap.
So the
It's
rapper
not
dancing
rap.
is traditional northeast sword dancing, and they were basically two-handed swords, bendy, and
Yeah.
it's very intricate stepping. They never let go of their
No.
swords. There's
That's great
groups of
dance.
five.
It's a great dance.
I love doing
They
it.
have four or five teams that are coming down this year. They're going to be
That's
touring
fun.
around the pubs. I think they've gone to talk to you guys. Like
Actual
we said,
swords?
there's a whole separate festival or tournament
Really bendy.
called Dirt, which is Dance England Rapper Tournament.
Yeah.
I'd say Hastings would be perfect at that because they so many pubs have wooden flooring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would sound fantastic. We've got four sides coming down this weekend. And
Wow.
they just do intricate movements with swords. They never let go of the swords.
Yeah.
People do backflips and somersaults off
Yeah.
the sword, around the swords. It's fantastic. It's
So good.
that's traditional. That's from pits. That's from the mining pits. How pit mine workers would get money outside of work, dancing with these
Raise money,
swords.
yeah.
It's now the best rapid teams in the country are all female teams. In that they
Interesting
are,
again, isn't it?
So I think the top three were all female teams, and we've got one of the best teams coming down this weekend called Tower Ravens. And just to be able to see the Hastings public see that coming down, so I'm excited when those coming down, along with the giant session coming down.
so we did have a rapper
Yeah.
side in Hastings.
Yeah.
We've had two.
I saw them. They
RX used to do it
Tipler
a
was
long
in-
time
Yeah,
ago.
was in
I
it,
thought
yeah.
it was
Yeah.
Yeah, I was in it as well.
You were in it
Yeah.
as well.
And there was a rapper team inside.
Yes,
the
that's
stand.
When I was in my
And I
20s,
was
I
heavily
danced it.
pregnant, and I bought my own chair because I thought it's going to be busy. I sat there, and there was a rapper team right there in front of me, and it was tight. You know,
They
it's
can
like
dance
stag.
on a little
Yeah.
circle.
Yeah, and
so-
they're like, just watch your feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's extraordinary.
Yeah.
I mean, we're learning a lot about what Morris is, because when we see it go past, we're all like, yay! But this is good, because this is like
But we-
a bit more depth,
A
isn't it?
deep dive.
A bit of a deep dive.
But we're missing
Like
things,
that.
you see. We still haven't got a long side down. And I don't, have we got a northwest side coming? I'm not sure.
We've got
Yeah.
Chiltern Hundreds. today.
Chiltern Hundreds are coming, yeah,
And
that's
they're,
right.
they're pretty good.
They're very good.
Northwest
Yeah.
are obviously from the northwest, but Chiltern Hundreds are from Watford. They've got loads of clubs.
That is
all
northwest
through.
from here.
Yeah, northwest, wherever you northwest from here, isn't it? But they've got that huge band. They have 4 or 5 drummers, 4 or 5 melodeon boxes. That is one of the more impressive bands coming down, and their dance is around 7 or 8 minutes long. And it's just being able to see them dancing in clogs for that amount of time is quite awe-inspiring as well. So just the
The clog
variety
dances
brings
are
down.
phenomenal,
Originally,
aren't
Jack
they?
in the Green was a Morris festival in the 90s. It says on that big poster, Morris Festival.
Yeah.
We've got 19-20 sides down this year,
Yeah.
and it's great to see so much variety. So I think the only one we may not have is what they call fluffy or carnival Morris.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's
so fun.
So,
That's actually a
Do it.
and that's got
that's
if you ever
yet
watch
to
Fluffy or
actually
Carnival
integrate,
Morris,
is it?
That is looks just like American cheerleading, but it actually was before American cheerleading. So they got pom poms.
That's not one of them.
Next
They
new
got-
side.
They got pom poms and everything. They're very intricate stepping. You can
It's
see
where it came from.
Yeah.
Cheerleading. Where it came
You
from.
can see why.
Stave.
Cool,
We
isn't
haven't
it,
got
though?
stave dancing either, have we?
Like, it's not just that there are more groups coming down than before, it's also that the audience is more diverse. And like, you know, because I was going to Jack in the Green in like the early 90s, and it was in the castle, and it was so much smaller, which was really magical in itself and a different kind of thing. But now it's huge, and it is just totally like awe-inspiring looking around and like seeing how many different people are coming and engaging with a tradition like that maybe you would never have even thought of it even like 2-3 years ago. And now everyone's here together, and I just think, you know, and what Keith was saying about how much it's kind of expanding and growing. Like there's a reason for that. Like it's such a generous tradition, like not just in what we've all spoken about before in terms of like the actual community of the groups, but also in that, you know, we're not just sharing with each other, we're sharing with the world and with the audience. And you know, it's like we're out there kind of bringing joy and bringing vibes to kind of people on the street, and so there's something really inherently joyful and generous about it. And I think we need that more than ever now, with more people working online and kind of on their mobile phones and like in their, you know, working from home. You know, that's actually one of the reasons that I ended up getting involved in it, because I work from home now. And like I had never worked from home before, and so I was kind of like craving that human interaction. And you know, we practice on a Wednesday night, and it's the perfect thing to get me through the week, because it kind of breaks up the work week a little bit.
I love that.
And there's Jackie and the Queens for the queers in
Of course,
Hastings,
there is.
which is such a way for them to be involved. Which
Absolutely.
again, as a queer person, you might see something that's quite traditional, and just because of innate talk fear that something's traditional and traditional English, you shouldn't put yourself. You shouldn't put your head above the parapet.
No, they threw themselves in.
So to have like Jackie and the Queens is just so like, dance around the gay pole. It's just such a and like how much enthusiasm is, and that's where I went down. Africola was a great community space run by queer black women in Hastings. They just opened for the day on Wednesday, and they were like, "We're going to give you scraps of material. You can make a green outfit and just make something." So I went for free, and you just go along. And that's so nice that there's that connection. Also for the black community as well, black queer people coming together to support Jack in the Green, are really traditional. Which as well is like the whole community of Hastings. We wouldn't have this if it wasn't for people like Keith and Heather to like put bonfire night, carnival week, Jack in the Green. All of this is
the whole thing is so exclusive, it's inclusive, isn't it? It's super inclusive.
It's been hard work. I mean, this year we've got again the Red Set girls.
Oh God, aren't they amazing?
And
have you seen this year's costumes?
I've been.
They're amazing.
We've been trying for years to try and get other parts of the community, the non-white, you know, involved in some way. And I've been talking to them on and off for a long time. So, oh, come and join in. Oh no, it's not our culture. It's not, oh, please, you know, we want to mix. No, it's not our culture, and we had that for years. And then there was a banana leaf, Jack in the Green, that used to go out in Jamaica. There's a whole story behind that, and I knew of it. And somebody came up to me and said, I was in Jamaica and I saw this. I thought you'd be interested. I said, yes, I know that. Why don't you bring it out? Wallop. That's it.
Yeah.
And I was so excited when the Red Set girls got involved. So excited, and said, you've got to come back. You know, I want you fully in.
They're fully in this year.
And it's absolutely, I'm so pleased. I actually burst into tears when they finally did it. You know, it's brilliant.
You get to see the whole show on Sunday.
And then we've got the Ukrainians as well.
Where's that?
I'm trying to encourage the Chinese community, but they haven't quite got the idea yet. They said, well, how much are you going to pay us? I said, that's not the way it works.
You pay us.
But I'm hoping that they. So that's brilliant. I absolutely love that we're getting this huge.
We're getting the high sign from Rack here that we're running out of time.
Oh no, we've got too much to talk about. Can't we have 2 episodes?
But just thank you guys so much for helping to make and helping teach us all about what Jack and the Green is all about. I've been reading a book by Bill Brewster, and it starts off with this whole chapter about music. It's called Last Night a DJ Saved My Life. But he sort of foundationally in terms of human civilization, and I'm going to paraphrase, but essentially music and dance predates the written word. Is one of the first building blocks for people forming communities and starting to live together. And I think that's what links all these things, and why there's so much power in what you're doing. It's like it's dance and music can threaten institutions, and it can bring people together, and
it does. It's how we connect as humans.
It's so
Don't
important.
forget
what
the
you do.
beer.
And beer doesn't hurt one bit. Thank you,
A
guys.
little bit of you've been amazing. So, Reader's Dream. Reader's Dream. Hands up. Yes, thank you. The Molly Winklers, hands up. Yes. Sean's got 2 arms. Ruxley's crew, hands up. Yes, wonderful. RX, hands up. Yes.
Yeah.
Hannah's cat, hands up. Have we missed anybody?
One maternity leave at the moment.
Oh, have we missed anyone? Is there? We haven't missed because there are other sides.
There'll be a new one next year.
There'll be a new one next year. That's fantastic.
Something
Guys,
fluffy carnival.
Yeah,
I think so.
you've absolutely made my day. I'm so happy to see you all. I'm so happy to give this as a gift to Hastings and St Leonards and the wider scope. So these are our Morris. This is our Jack in the Green. This is our Jenny Lind.
Two beloved
Important
parts of our community.
Yeah, and this is Our Town Has Plenty. Thank you so much.
This is our Patsy.
Thank you.
Our town has plenty.
Oh my God, that was just
Thank you, guys.
amazing. Okay.
Welcome back to Our Town Has Plenty. We just had a great show featuring our host, the Jenny Lind. We're in the beautiful Jenny Lind today. And we talked with basically every Morris side, this side of Tunbridge Wells.
Yeah.
Great energy, learned a lot about Morris, and definitely more excited than I have been in a while for Jack and the Green.
I know.
It's really special.
I get the impression you don't come this side during the festival. Do you come this side?
Me?
Yeah.
No, we have to. My kids are high needs, so we'd lose one in the crowd.
Yeah,
I'm
this
afraid.
is
So
true.
we haven't come for a few years, but it is something that maybe we should try. We should try to find a way to facilitate that.
Yeah.
But we've got a really great musical guest today. Toby Barelli is here to talk about his show. It's on. There it is. Toby Barelli and the King Size Slim Sound. It's on Friday the 15th and Saturday the 16th of May. Tell us a little bit about this show, Toby.
So we're doing 2 nights because we are recording audio and video. So you get 2 chances to
Go on.
make it right.
Can I come twice?
Yes, you can. Please do. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And also it means because the Crown House is only 70 capacity. I think it's quite small. So we do 2 nights, and you get that intimate thing.
It's
but
an
still
intimate show.
financially makes sense. So it's a nice room. I like it there.
And what is it going to be the standard Toby Barelli King Size Slim show?
Me with the 4-piece band, baritone,
Nice.
saxophone, double bass,
Ooh.
guitar, and drums. Richmond on drums.
Nice.
And Kay Iris supporting us as well as a duo, and they're amazing.
They're great.
They are really good.
Yeah. Kaylee's a part of my new band, Southern.
Is she?
Yeah.
Excellent.
She's such a bright spark.
Yes, she is. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
two bands for the price of one.
2 bands for the price of one. I say recording show's over by 10:30 because we're all old now. So we want to be home.
Yeah.
Want to be
Home
home
in
for a
time for
while.
crumpets and tea.
Exactly. Home
This
for
is what we
last
want. Absolutely.
Okay.
No, I like
And
that.
some new material, or
A bit of everything because I'm recording the audio to make a live album.
okay.
So I want a bit of old stuff, bit of newer stuff, and some brand new stuff as well.
Play the hits, mate. Play
Have the hits on there, you know.
Yeah.
And that's the reason we're recording it is literally to have a CD to sell to people at gigs because it occurred to me not so long ago. I've got a bunch of CDs, you know, studio albums and stuff, and people come and see me or the band play at gigs. They don't know us.
Yeah.
And they buy the CD, and the CD, because it's made in a studio, doesn't sound like the gig, right?
No.
So I thought, okay, let's
Meet them in the middle.
meet them there.
You have a great rich sound.
Yeah.
I love. No, I think your band is superb. But it's the best way to put it. Really, it's very rich. It's got lots of depth to it. You bought a different guitar to the last time.
Yes.
You had your, what did you call it?
I had
Resonator?
the Resonator Spider Bridge.
I remembered.
He's a bit of a moving target,
He
that
is.
Toby Barelli.
Yeah. No, I love it.
This one's older than that. This one's quite old. This
Oh,
one.
really?
Older than me. Yeah, it's a K, early 70s K, German built.
Okay.
I was given it by a fellow called John Beeching, who's no longer with us, but all of those Morris guys would know him very well. He set up the Bonfire Society.
Yes, the John Beeching.
The John Beeching with the big beard.
Yes.
Yeah. And he said, I said, I'm looking for a guitar, mate. And he went, oh, God, you can have it.
Oh,
Yes, yeah.
brilliant.
And you love it.
I do, it's a beautiful thing, yes.
Wow.
Love a guitar with a story.
Yeah, it's got a few. I don't know, that wasn't me. I'm assuming
No.
that was John. I don't know what made that.
Looks like a cigarette to me.
It looks like something's burnt a hole in it. Yes, I don't know what that was. Bless you. There you go. Not me, John Beeching did that, not me.
Yeah.
Just a case.
You knew this pub well.
You
I
know
know
all
you
of
told
them.
me earlier as well. My guitar smells of garlic.
It does, yeah. You not noticed that?
No, does it?
Sort of got,
Yeah.
I went out the other day with my wife to get
Oh
some.
yes, well it's got all your DNA across the
Well,
strings,
maybe,
isn't
yeah.
it?
Although we went out and picked some wild garlic, as you can down here.
Of course.
You know, and we got a bag, and then clearly I went home and played guitar. Just got this out of the case. And wow, that's intensely garlicky.
Yeah, you don't think wild garlic's going to really have a, because they think, oh, it's just leaves.
No, it's got a bite
But
to
it's
it.
got, it has, hasn't it?
Yeah, it don't need much. Yeah.
Well, will you play us something?
Yeah, if you like.
Yes,
It's a little
please.
early in the morning.
Yeah.
Too early to sing?
No, okay. Forgive me, my dear, to leave you, but I must wait for the coast. The captain's aboard and the cables are stored. It's you, dear, I shall miss the most. So kiss me, my own sweet darling. Kiss me and don't shed a tear. For I shall return, having made my fortune, and you and I shall be betrothed, my dear. And you and I shall be betrothed, my dear. All right. So take the gold ring from my ear, weigh it so that it may be sold. Take my poor body in an old pine box, that I should be returned to thee. That I should be returned to thee. All right. Many sailed before me, many upon a man of war, many a tale that has never been told of what they were fighting for. So kiss me, my own sweet darling, kiss me and don't shed a tear, for I shall return having made my fortune, and you and I shall be betrothed, my dear. And you and I shall be betrothed, my dear. Oh, now. Take the gold ring from my ear, weigh it so that it may be sold. Take my poor body in an old pine box, that I should be returned to thee. Take the gold ring from my ear, weigh it so that it may be sold. Take my poor body in an old pine box, that I should be returned to thee. That I should be returned to thee. Oh, no. So this is quite a sad song.
Yeah.
So what I'd like to do is end it on a shut, to cheer things up. Is that all right?
Okay.
Okay. Do it with me.
Okay. Sorry, I missed it.
It's all right, look at you there.
Yeah.
You'll edit it out later, it'll be fine. No one will know.
Thank you, Toby.
You're welcome.
Hey, good luck on the show.
Thank you very much.
And we'll put a link in the.
Please do bung the
on
QR
the-
code up and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll send it to you. Thank you very much. Thanks for having me
We're
again.
very lucky to have you. You're brilliant.
Oh.
I love what you do. And I love your style and the fact that we've sung together, haven't we? We did a thing with the choir.
Oh, we did, yes.
Yeah, a couple of Fat Tuesdays ago,
Yeah,
wasn't it?
on the Slim
Remember?
Monday at the Nelson.
My God,
Yeah.
at the Nelson, yeah.
Yes, that was
It
fun.
was hilarious. But you're a very generous guy, and I love what you do. Thank you, Toby.
Thanks for
Thank
having
you,
me.
Toby.
Cool, cheers.
Yeah.
Cheers.
It's nice to have a fast waltz on a Wednesday.
Mary Poppins, bless him.
Yeah.
Trying out
Thanks,
his
Tim.
English. I think
You should hear his
start.
American accent.
Yeah. Cheers, Toby. Thank
Very
you.
much.
Woo-woo.
All right.
All right.
So, lots-
Cheers, man.
Lots going on this weekend.
Oh, so
Blimey.
in a week where I did lots this week. I need to just go back on a couple of things, but there's loads to talk about. But I went to see Top Girls at the Stables Theatre. Woof is the only way I can describe it. It was phenomenal. Those women are absolutely top draw. They really are. Top Girls, top draw performance. So, Vicky Ogden?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What a star.
What a star. She said, it was my first performance. What? You would never know, that woman.
The world is a stage for her, really.
It is,
Yeah.
it is. But the whole thing, it was exceptional. There are still tickets available. There are still performances available this week. So check it out at the Stables. We'll leave a link. What else did we do? Rack? I can't remember. We did lots, she says. Can she think? No.
Searching.
Okay, let's search. So, let's go through these. MAYDAY, open day at the RNLI, the lifeboat. They from 10 a.m. is MAYDAY. So MAYDAY itself on Monday, open day. So come down and support Hastings RNLI on Monday the 4th. See the boats, meet the crew, and learn about their life-saving work. We will be having a podcast guest in the form of Sarah Milne, who was due. Actually, she was due to be the woman who'd be speaking when we were on the lifeboat earlier in the year. But so she's got a new role, which is all about sea safety. So it's going to be a really interesting one. But check them out. So what they're doing.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then if you are in the Jack in the Green mood, which most of us will be by now, you can stop by the Jack in the Green pop-up shop right here on the High Street in the Old Town.
Number 39.
It's number 39. The shop will be open from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. And a few at certain points during the week as well. They've got T-shirts, hoodies, bags,
Loads of
programs.
merch. Yeah.
Loads of goodies. Definitely check them out. Get your Jack in the Green swag.
Yeah, nice. Absolutely. Because there's nothing better, actually. I always think, oh, can I afford the T-shirt? And then I regret it if I don't. Because the following year, I like to wear the year before's
That's
T-shirt.
right.
I really like
That's
to wear
right.
the years before T-shirt.
Proves you were there.
It does, absolutely. We tried food at Fire on the Beach, didn't we, Rack?
Fire on the beach.
Fire on the beach.
Fire on the beach,
Not
yes.
five, darling. At Goat Ledge. We met Elliot the chef. So we had lamb and butter beans, and everything's done on an open fire. It's
Love Elliot.
exceptional. We love Elliot. We like Elliot a lot. He's a very, very good chef. So locally sourced lamb, beef, and vegetables. So what they're going to be doing is not this bank holiday weekend, but the following bank holiday weekend, they're going to be in full flow. So they gave us some tasters. Oh, please stay. We couldn't. We were A, full, and B, we had food to eat at home.
I see you've had a drink in my new favorite local pub. Well, I shouldn't say that. I love all pubs equally. But the Hastings Project has a really fantastic new pub. They've taken what was it called before?
It's the Prince of Wales. It's still the Prince of Wales.
All right, sorry. Anyway, great. It's sort of like an old school pub. Like it reminds me of. I went on canal boat holiday once, just pre-divorce. I don't want to go there, but the pubs were nice and really basic and really just facilitated. They had great beer. I mean, the same is true of the Prince of Wales with the Hastings Project. They've got their own brews on.
Yep.
They've got select other beers and bottles and on tap. But really a great environment to have a chat with a mate, go in for a quality pint. And you said you were also, just there, yeah?
Yeah, so we actually, if only there were more of us, if I could clone myself by 4, I'd get around and do all the things that I promised to do, but it's time really. But I actually got to go into the pub as opposed to drive past or walk past. And I went in and Ed and Robbie, Adrienne and Ellie were lovely hosts. They were really lovely. But what I love about that project is the fact that they brew beer, but when they brew beer and sell it, they sell it on behalf of local charities and local provisions and local community projects. So they support what they're currently supporting, Littlegate Farm, East Sussex Wildlife Rescue Ambulance Service, and the Refugee Buddy Project are their current ones. They've supported Sustenance, who if you go in the archive, you can see that a few weeks back. But they're great. They're really community spirited guys, and the beer is pretty cool. Yeah, pretty cool.
I took my son there, and he's young and beer savvy these days, and
How old is he?
He gave high marks.
Did he?
Yeah.
How old is he?
22.
Oh, your sons. Oh, sorry. When you say about your sons, I think you're talking about the young ones. But yes, of course.
I started early and late.
He's got two. Yeah, he's got a raft of, and then you've got another raft. Yeah. Well, you can't have your beer. No, don't feed your beer.
Jonas loves it as well.
Yeah, for different reasons. We went to Unit 2 on the Friday for their end of lease party. It was insane. It was absolutely heaving. It was brilliant though. And the exhibition was fantastic. Epigeal, that we talked about last week, didn't we? So we actually got to go to see it. So awesome stuff. People local, not so local, all curated by B and Mully, who have Unit 2. So they've now closed. So we went to congratulate them on Saturday. So it was quiet and there was nobody about. It wasn't full of thrumming, with people. We could actually talk. And they've got a well-deserved holiday. Well done, Unit 2, because what you brought to art in the town as curators and giving artists a chance was phenomenal. So we want to thank you.
They'll be doing something again, and if you want to stay in the loop, you can still visit their website.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll put the website link up, but go and check them out. They're a real force to be reckoned with on the art world. Well done, Unit 2. Fantastic. Yeah. Also, popped into your good self.
I can't talk about this.
You can't. Oh, right.
So it's your.
Yeah, my experience.
We were great.
They were great. So we went and Rack had he'd cycled 40 miles. Was it 40? Yeah. 40 miles. The 3 Castle Challenge, was it, the weekend? So castle to castle. So he was exhausted. I, on the other hand, I wanted to go and see Sarah Jane Morris and Mike play at Mike's place. And it was well, there were moments where I find it very difficult to contain my emotions because the songs are so good. These guys really write beautiful songs. And when they play together, it's electric. So now you've got to record together. Yeah. It's got to be a thing.
I think we'll do it again.
Yeah, definitely.
I might take this moment to just let people know that Sarah Jane has another big show. This time she's going really big at the Union Chapel. I think that's in September.
I'm going to be there.
And there's going to be, if you want to get involved on the stage singing, if you want to jump on the coach and head up there with us, there's ways to get involved. We'll be in touch about that as the date approaches.
Yeah, and the Union Chapel is a very, very special venue. And she's a very, very special singer. And we will be supporting her.
Legend.
As backing singers, won't we?
So, our good friend Ollie Campion, who we're going to get him on here for an interview. He swears he's not going to do it.
I know.
He's going to do it.
I think he should.
He he runs the main What's On guide really for Hastings, Sussex. There's several directories where you can find interesting bits that are happening in town. Ollie has figured out the fastest way of getting these things up there. It's a pervasive list. If it's happening in Hastings, it's probably on his website, hastings.sussex.uk. And he's just added a new feature. If you want to get your event above the noise, you can pay $9.99 and get a premium positioning on the site. And they've got loads of people taking advantage of that. So if you have an event and you need to sell a few more tickets, you
Use
can
the
go
boost button.
use the boost.
He's good. I like Ollie a lot. Stables Theatre have two things coming up. Introduction to Playwriting, which is happening between May and through to July, 6 fortnightly sessions. They need 15 participants for that. Also, How to Act with Chris New, and Chris directed Top Girls, so this man knows what he's doing. He's doing that 23rd of May to July the 4th, so I will leave the link for that. Hidden Beach will be open this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, 12 till 4, with their Caribbean food, which will be amazing.
Gluten-free cakes. So Tommy Rocket has something to do with that. I keep getting weird messages from him to come try his gluten-free, crumble-free cakes.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah. He works with Ollie actually. He's a web designer.
Yeah. He's Tommy Rocket is also a graphic designer, and you have shown me his website.
Hello.
Yes.
That's why it's ringing a bell.
Yeah. So what else we got?
Taj May.
It's Ty.
Okay.
Ty May.
Ty. Just
May.
for the record, it's spelled TADHG. So, Ty May Projects. They're doing a little promotion to welcome back the summer on Sunday of Jack in the Green. Drinks, Jack in the Green goodies, and a very special performance by Hognutters Mummers and the Brighton Folk Choir.
Yeah,
That's
Mummers
drinks from 3 to 5, and 4 p.m. Is when the entertainment happens, right in the middle.
And just coming up in May, there's a beach clean on the 16th of May. My birthday's on the 17th. Don't forget that. Says Notorious Woman. Notorious Woman. I'm a Taurus woman. Yeah, I'm a Notorious Woman. So the beach clean, that's going to be supported by our good friends that we just mentioned at the Hastings Project at the Prince of Wales in St Leonards. So you can get a free half pint there, free tea and coffee, and there's a treasure hunt for the children on the 16th. Before you paddle out to do the protest for Surfers Against Sewage, support them.
Yeah.
And non-Jack in the Green stuff.
Yeah, if you're sick of hearing about Morris dancers and folk singing and pagan rituals.
Non-pagan rituals.
Boring. Not just kidding. Those things are all cool. But if you're looking for a change of pace, Sunday boot sale at Icklesham from 8 a.m. You take the next one.
Yep. There's cult cinema going on Saturday and Sunday at the Electric Palace. Blood on Satan's Claw. Can't wait. I'm not a horror fan, so this really is not my bag. And Pender's Fen, so 11 o'clock on Sunday.
Blood on Satan's Claw.
I know.
What a ruthless. I kind of want to see it actually.
Do you?
It's
You
probably
wanna go?
terrible.
Well, we saw Julia floating past. Of course, she's only up the road, isn't she? Lovely Julia Andrews Clifford.
And don't you forget, if you forget, you will hear them.
Yeah.
Clear across Hastings. The bikers are coming on Bank Holiday Monday to the seafront.
They come in from 2 a.m.
2 a.m. onwards,
Every
revving
night.
their engines.
They fill up every Airbnb, don't they?
Yeah.
Bless them.
God bless them.
I know.
I'd like to see a Morris side wearing motorcycle leathers.
I think so. I think I'd like to see them stomping around in
Or
those
coordinated Morris dancing on bikes.
boots.
That's something. You know, it's always evolving, Morris dancing.
We should mention it to the guys.
Yeah.
I think we can do that. And some fluffing, whatever the fluffy.
Fluffing.
Fluffy, not fluffing. Fluffy.
I'm sorry. What kind of show is this?
It's fluffy. So, no. So, thank you so much, our town. We love you very, very much.
and there's loads going on.
And check out Mike's list.
Check out Mike's list, of course.
There's lots of stuff coming up. We've
Yep.
added some food events.
Nice.
And a few more intimate concerts in the shop. And we're going to be doing a fundraiser for Glenn and Kath that I'll talk more about next week.
Yes, please. Yeah.
That'll be going up soon.
No, I like that very much. I'm sadly singing at Christchurch because it's
When?
on the 6th.
Oh dear.
I know. So somehow I'm going to have to
Maybe we can finagle the timing.
We need to, because there's going to be a lot of us won't be able to get there, but we will get there. We will just get there around it. So lovely Hastings St Leonards and the surrounding areas.
Our town
Has
plenty.
Have a lovely bank holiday weekend, everybody. Bye bye.